board, chasing victory each day. Hockey hearts soaring, the FSBN way. Fly with the team, where Coastal leads the way. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. Boarding at sunrise, the Rangers fly high. Coastal Airways ready for another sky. Jet engines roaring, blue and red in view, bringing hockey dreams to cities old and new. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. MD-83 gleaming, the crew all in line. Checklist complete. Tailwinds on time from Broadway's bright lights to the great white north. We're simulating glory, carrying legends forth. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. Coastal Airways, across the USA. Rangers on board, chasing victory.
What is going on, folks? Welcome to a Friday. We made it another week. My name is Jason. I am your host tonight. We'll be flying the beautiful MD-83. This is the new version. This is the 20th edition. Over to Boston. Very quick flight tonight, guys. It's about 41 minutes. We're probably going to have delays. We've got some weather both here and in Boston that we got to deal with. Cold front's approaching. What do you expect? That's how it goes. Low pressures all the way up in Canada. And it's kind of moving by Maine and moving up. So we're getting the remnants of that. The cold front's still back there, but we've got some moisture coming, some precipitation on the way. If you're brand new to the channel and you're wondering what the heck we're doing here at Coastal, we are a virtual airline. You can see Allegiant here on the screen right now. It's because our aircraft is in the paint shop getting painted. And we had to take this aircraft out of Orlando. We actually bought it a couple weeks ago, went through maintenance, and we didn't have time to paint the airplane. So we're here, and there's the airplane, right? So once we get 494 back, we'll swap this down with 494, bring it up back up. So that's kind of where we are. And we are simulating the entire New York Rangers schedule. We have the Panther schedule as well as the Nashville Predators and the Utah Mammoth. So we're kind of dealing with all of the sport teams, and we're actually flying a 777 to the Rams. They're taking the Rams over to Charlotte right now as we speak. I think he's transcontinental. So they'll be playing, I think, tomorrow or so. And welcome everybody. I just got to say hi to everybody on the channel. We got Pops. How are you? Ranger season is over. I think it's safe to say that. If any Ranger fans are on the stream and chat, let me know what your feelings are and your thoughts are. But I think this thing is done, and I think the Rangers are just going to sell off their players and start over and build a blue-collar team. That's kind of what we need, I think. Steve, how are you? Good to see you. Jaws in the house. How's it going? We got Jacob there as well. And let's get started. Let's get this party going. All right, we're going to jump right into the flight deck. The airplane is lit up here for us. They towed it out maintenance. Again, this is one of our maintenance bases for the MD-80. We have an MD-80 here. We also have one in, well, we have a spare 737-800, which we're taking next week, by the way. The newest 800 available. It'll be our first stream with the airplane, and we'll be taking that out next week. I'm excited. We got new paint for it. It looks really nice, so excited to showcase that airplane with you. We want to do about 17% on the trim. There we go, about 17.6. That's good. Kind of how it goes here. 17.6. Big shout outs to Chris, by the way, and Sean making it happen behind the scenes for us. I hear major trade for the Rangers, Zibanejad and Panarin. Yeah, they're going to have to do something. I mean, they're going to have to sell, and it's time to sell them because the season's over. I'm pretty much done with the season. We're not going to make the playoffs. That's it. At least the Rangers aren't. Hopefully Utah does. Hopefully Utah pulls through for us, and we can watch the Mammoth work it. I'm hoping. All right, this is a problem. I see a problem already. If I put this in here, you can see the fuel is really darn low, and that's not what I wanted for the gas. So that's concerning why the fuel's so low. It needs to be much higher than that. So what we're going to do is plug in someone's got a stuck mic or something. It's very annoying. Well, it's me. That would be the best part. Somebody's got a stuck mic. All right, so I'm going to get off that frequency because that's very annoying to me. Well, give me a second. There we are. All right. Off the frequency, I want to hear it. So, back to this. So let's get drive. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing train rumors as well. I'm seeing it all over the place, which is probably going to happen, which it should. I hate to tell you, Panarin's a free agent. We're not going to get anything from him. He's gone. We've got to sell him. Zibanejad, even as good as he's been, it's time to rebuild, man. And if they want to deal him off to get a better... But here's the thing, though. Here's the problem. If we sit there and deal him off and we get the same high, flashy... And I'm not saying Zibanejad is that. I think he's been a really good Ranger. And so has Panarin. The problem is Panarin's not a two-way. He's just not. He's a one-way player. He doesn't play defense. Although he made some good defensive plays, he's not. I think we need a grind. I think we need a team that hits hard, physical, and grinds the crap out of them. That's what I think we need. Greasy goals, not flashy, not speed. We just need grinders or balance of them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right, we're looking at, let's get back to this flight here. I'm looking at 17.6 on the gas. So we should have 8.8. I don't know why this is so dang low. It's saying, let me just verify. We're going HPN to Boston. Yeah, well, hold on. Hold that thought because I don't know if that's in kilograms or it's in pounds. It should be in pounds, but I want to verify just to make sure it's a brand new airplane, right? So I need to make sure that this airplane is actually in pounds. I believe it is, but we have to make sure it is. So I'll tell you anywhere it says pounds. That's in kilograms. That's what my suspicion was. Okay. It's in kilograms. We got to change it over to pounds. How do we do this? No. I'm going to have to go into the thingy. Alright, let me go into the thingy here. It's the Mad Dog Manager. So I'll get that kicked over here. I'll see if we can't get it in the right settings. Really? No. Okay. Odd. Problem. I don't see it. So, oh, yeah, the aircraft options. I'm an idiot. Don't worry about me. There it is. Pounds. That's what we had to do. This aircraft's a little different. Gear warning inhibit above. No. Yes. Yes. No. We have to be careful with that because that's going to be a hard one. So we have to be careful. All right. We'll close that. All right. It's all good. Now we got to go back to weight and balance and let's see what we got. That's better. We're going to go 80. Let's bring it up to about 85. No. I wanted at least 88. So let's go 9,000. We're going to almost top it off. They're not going to give us what we want. They're going to give us all the fuel. But they'll give us most of it. They kind of short us a little bit on the gas. We'll bring that now. I knew something was off. I'm like, yeah, this doesn't look right. 3,000 pounds of fuel. I'm not going to cut it. 7.2. 17.2 now on the trim. And we've got it right. All right, now we've got a good deal on the split. 25, 50 passengers today. 9,700 pounds in the front, 4,000 pounds in the back. We're looking at 1,450 on the cargo. With their equipment, it's about 13,000 pounds total pounds with equipment. 9,000 here. It'll bring us down to about 17.8, which is probably what I want. All right, that's good. We're going to come back into this and click the ground. We got the GPU on, air conditioning cart coming on the aircraft as well. And let's start getting the airplane configured and ready. What do we say about that? Exit there. Boston Jacks. Nope. Concordia Towers on. All right, let's drop down here. Looking at MD-80 or JT-19 Airac 2513 December 25 January 22. That looks good. Position initialization. Let's go with Kilo HPN. Right there, we'll drop that over there, and then we're going to do last position, dump it right over the top there, click route, and we're just going to go HP. We'll go old school just because it's B-O-S, where are you? Well, give me an O. There we are. BOS, Boston. Like I said, once we get airborne, it's going to be pretty darn quick. We're talking about 40 minutes tops, gate to gate, a little less than that. A very fast flight today into the area, and I am down here for a reason. Stand by. It's the weather down here right now, folks, is pretty abysmal. It's not too bad. It's about a mile visibility. It's not looking great, but it's not too bad. If I could spell, it would be great. I hope you had a good week, folks, and you've been able to de-stress. Hopefully you come here, forget about your problems for a little bit. That's kind of what we're hoping. Watch me screw up. That's kind of what you want to see, right? ATIS, ground, tower, deliveries, ground, and tower. Let's try that. We'll see how it works. All right. We got Boston Center online as of right now, so we'll see. Curtis, how you doing, my man? How's it going? Can you briefly explain SIGMETs? Yes. I could. SIGMETs are like significant weather, areas of weather. And I could show you a couple of SIGMETs here, just a little bit. The first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get the airplane ready to go here. So we got HPN Boston. We're looking at runway... Well, winds are calm, so they're having us go out of runway 16 today. So I'm going to put that in here, runway 16. I'm not going to do a co-route, so this is going to be old school kind of way. We're going to go departure, the HPN 8, and we're going to run runway 16. Then we're going to go arrival. throw the arrival in there, and we're going to do the Roebuck 3 arrival. Or is it J-Fun? What do they have us on? Let me look really quick before I decide. We're doing the Roebuck 3. I didn't make it verify. We are doing Roebuck 3. I don't know. Let's see what we got. I thought I read that. Yep, we're doing the Roebuck 3. Just want to make sure. Always want to verify that to merit transition. We'll throw that in there right now in Boston. They are landing runways. All right, now the winds 200 at 17, gusting 27, 10 miles visibility, light rain, overcast at 1100. Not too bad, but it is forecasted to drop a little bit. We do have alternates. Departing 22 right, arriving 22 left. So I'm going to go ahead and ILS 22 left, I think.
2602, copy. 004. G2. Alright, G2. A02, range.
Activate, execute. That's done.
Okay, you're on JetBlue 2602, they're ready for us, G2.
JetBlue 2602, continue Alpha, crossing
Good.
1 at Alpha
Pref.
G2.
Alpha crossing
Zero fuel
11
weight.
to Alpha G2. JetBlue
Same as always, 107.7.
Ground, JetBlue 313 ready to push up.
We got our fuel. We're going to put in our fuel.
JetBlue 313, ground
17.6.
behind company, taxiing to gate 2, pushes the trip.
Normal.
Behind company, push approved, JetBlue 313.
We're doing reserves a little higher today just because we're doing FAR reserves at 25, 23. So you're looking at about 6,000 pounds in reserve. I'm going to throw in 7. I don't want to go under that. Cruise altitude a whopping 210 today. We'll throw that in there. And cruise wind 262 at 64. We'll throw that in there. We got a deviation today of -6 or +6, I should say. So I'm going to throw that right into the top. There it goes. We'll go to the takeoff and hold. Now I like to put our fuel in. So we're going to go to the fueler. I'll click this. I'll click that. And I'm going to say request refueling, please. None shall pass. 717 Big Bro. How are you? Says, hello Jason in chat. Welcome aboard. Here we go. All right, now I said now we're over in this side, so we're going to do some performance programming, and we'll see how we do. Now we're going to go full power today, just because of the weather. We're going to need de-icing, so that happens. Winds are calm here. Outside air temperature is nice and low. It is 8 degrees. That's not too bad. We're going to do runway 16, pointing to the south. Flaps are going to be 11. We're going to force 11 unless they want us to go more, which I doubt. We're pretty darn light here today. And then we're looking at 3004, 30.04. Anti-ice is going to probably be engine. I'll just throw them on. Packs are on. Takeoff weight coming in at, verify this as well, 124.4. You always want to take a look at your takeoff weight and your landing weight and match it up to the real maximums. All right, you can see we have normal temp. It's not gonna let us go with this configuration. So because of either the anti-ice or packs, we're gonna keep the anti-ice on. We keep our packs on. Let's just see if we throw packs off and see if we can get out of here. Yeah. So with packs off, we could take. So we're gonna do a packs off takeoff, which is interesting. It's sort of like the 7.3 where you have a packs off takeoff. And you know something, folks? I've never done it in this airplane. So we're going to actually look at our EFOM before we even think about it. And we're going to brief that. Now, cell temp says 50. We're going to go full power on this one, all right? I'm not going to go 50 on this. We're going to go full power. The problem is, it doesn't give us a place to enter that, right? It just says, okay, you know, that's what if you had 50, what would it be? This number, that number. Well, there's no place I can take that says, I don't want 50, I want to go full power on this. So it's a little iffy. The one in Simbri. Now, if I looked at our flight plan and I drill down to the last page in our flight plan, our OFP or release, we have runway analysis, right? And I'm looking at the runway right now. We're going to go full power, 49 full thrust bleeds off. This thing says 1649. Now, if I changed it and I went, all right, I'm going to plug it in here just to make sure. Because if we might not have to go that direction, right? We might not have to go with a bleeds off takeoff. We'll see. Let me just check sim brief really quick while I'm at it, and then I'm gonna look to see if we indeed can program, and I'm using an iPad for this, so I'm going to try this right now. I'm going to click this. I'm going to go to Performance Tools in SimBrief. I'm going to populate from the last flight. We got MD-83. We're in feet, full or flex. So I've got that slash. Outside air temperature is good. Enable improved climb disabled. And I'm going to force flap 11. Oh, optimum flap center. I'm going to force 11 just to see what calculation it says. All right. Flaps 11, full thrust, no assumed temperature. We're going to do 127. So I want to verify this. This is 129, right? So at 127. Now, anti-ice is on auto. We're going to just throw it to engine, and then we'll hit calculate. We got 127, 133 now, 141. All right, good deal. And that's going to be runway 16. So no temperature today, so we're not doing assumed at all because of the weather. It's kind of crappy out there. It's not because of anything else, just weather issues. We are limited by the field, and our max takeoff weight should be 138. Now, ATOG is a limit that's available gross takeoff. So we're looking at an ATOG right now. I bet you we're rate restricted. ATOG 138.4. All right, so we're good to go. It gives us a margin about 636 feet if we had to do a aborted takeoff. All right, so we're looking at about, if we aborted at V1, we're going to have 636 feet to stop the aircraft. Not a lot of margin, right? So we got to be really careful on the high speeds. We're aboard on this one. So we're really going to be making sure that if we're at a lower speed, 80 knots, 90 knots, we could stop. But after that, we're going, unless it's fire failure, fear, shear. I'm good with the numbers I wrote down, and let's go ahead and throw it into the system. We've got fuel on the aircraft. You see what I mean? 17.9. I wanted 17.8, so that's perfect. That's why you always want to go a little higher on this airplane, because of that reason. That reason only. All right, with this being done, let's go to do my flows, and then we'll go ahead and board them. It'll take 2 seconds to board because this is there's only 50 people coming on board. There's our airplane. Can't wait till we get a new paint scheme on it. It's gonna look really nice. Dewan, what's going on, buddy? This is we found a 777F. Me and Marco did some calculation. All right, I like that. That's good numbers. At Coastal, we're buying some 777 freighters to do some long haul cargo flights for us. That really brings in some cash. So we actually ordered 7 700 freighters. They're coming, and we've got about 1 777 now doing NFL charters, and we're going to be adding another 2 soon. If you want to get on board with us, you'd have to start from scratch. We'd love to have you in the fleet here, the 737 fleet. We got a CRJ. We're buying a CJ3. I'll tell you that in February. And then let's rock and roll. So that's done. I'm going to come down here. Let's do our flows. First thing we're going to do is check that.
ILS critically.
And
16 Alpha, hold short of the ILS critical
2
area.
lights there. We got a light there, and we have 6 lights on top. We're good on the engine fire. Test. All right, I like working the overhead panel first, and then I'll call for boarding. Set there. That's good. That's good. That's good. Galley power's on. Thank you, maintenance, for hooking us up. That's good to go. Reamer lights are armed. Seatbelts coming on for now. Anti-ice on the windshield's coming up. We're going to go ahead and burn one, and we're going to start that APU right now. We have the APU lit. That's because we're expecting the team on board, even though we have the AC cart going for them. It's important that we get the APU fired up. Let's see what we get. Do we have any movement on the gauge? There it goes. All right, normal, normal, normal. Today's date is, today is 09, or who's that? 09, we're looking at month 01, excuse me, and then flight 58. Leg 1. All right, that's good. 8 cars to reset. coming down here, let's check those anti-skids. So you want to look at the your enunciator panel right here. And then when I throw anti-skids on, you're going to see it flash. Anti-skid outer, let it go. That's set. We're coming off on the on that. Looking at when I say that, I mean the APU is coming up online. Boston is sitting at what? Sea level? 19 feet. Power's available, so we're going to go 19 feet. Which, folks, is 0. These are hundreds feet, not thousands, okay? So if you're flying this airplane, you know, you're looking right about there. And then pressure, 3002. 300, that's right on it. We'll go ahead and check our flow rate. That looks good. You can see we got good percentages up here. We're not going to inject anything yet just because we got to get that air card off.
Contact tower after foot.
Contact tower, W313.
All right, now I'm going to go ahead and throw this off, and while I'm down here, I'm going to board him. All right, so we're going to go over to here, go to ground, release the AC card now, and the GPU off the airplane. And while I'm at it, we're going to click boarding, request boarding. We've got the APU running. I'm just going to come down here really quick, just make sure we're on.
214 on the telephone, gate 3 domain 7 up to the kilo pad.
93 with Fox in the
Upstairs.
tail ground, proceed alpha, cross me 11 on alpha to kilo pad.
Alright, copy that. Mobile 93 with Moxie on the toes.
Air's coming up.
Alpha, 29 on alpha to the kilo
And you
pad.
should see some duct pressure coming in here, and then shortly it's just got to do its warm up. It's probably a
Number
little too
93 for
early
the
for it.
tapes, just cross runway 11 on alpha.
Alright, copy that. We'll cross runway 11
There
on
we got
alpha.
pressure there now.
Alpha,
You can see the
93 with
pressure.
Moxie.
I'm going to throw it to auto. All right, engine sync is off. We're going to test ground prox.
Slide slope.
Wind shear.
Oh,
That's good.
Headwind.
Cockpit light leader off.
Headwind.
Thunderstorm.
Contact
Here.
with Juliet,
Headwind.
outside, 3004, 004.
Tailwind, steer, tailwind, steer, tailwind, steer.
Overspeed it.
Overspeed.
That's off. Coming across. That's good to go. By the way, no Cliff today. We fired him. He's actually, we didn't fire him. He's on the island. He's a bartender now. So he's working the bar on the island at our resort until we can get him back online. But right now, that's where he is. So it's just me. I'm flying solo today. So no Cliff. The fuel fee, yeah. Is that with fuel fees? Without, DeJuan? I would be interested to know that. All right, I'm going to come across here. We're going to go 108.5 until we see glide slope fail and localizer fail. Same over here, 108.5. You can see that here. Here, 135. We're going to go course now. Same thing. 135. I'm going to bring that course down over here. All right, you want to match up that and that, and then we're going to go ahead and throw this on. We're going to test this right here. Ready? Here we go. Test it. Push and hold. That's so loud. All right, let it go. Good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and push and hold the auto land. Oops, wrong one. Right next to it. Now we hold it, let it go. You've got no auto land, flashing, auto land, pre-flight test. So it's going to do its testing. We could keep going with our flows, and we will. When it's done doing its auto land testing, we'll check that. All right, that's good. Coming down the chute now. We're going to go right on back to this. All right. Right on back down here. Art switch is going to stay on because we're not doing anything. We're not flexing down. We're going to go take off, push this to test, drives it to full. Takeoff's lit. And then we're going to come over to this panel here. And we got takeoff mode. We go A and B. Why don't you take a look at this gauge here. We're going to push test. Push it in. Everything should go drive 3,000. 15,000. 3 and 3. That's good. Over on the B side, same thing. Good. Let it go. 0 fuel weight. Good. 107.8. Coming down the chute here, I'll throw my numbers in. I've got 127, 133. 127, 133. 146. All set right there. Legs page is good. I'm not going to worry about our winds aloft because it's such a fast flight, folks. So kind of not concerned with that. All right, we're going to push these up. Good. Right on back down. That's good. And then we're doing 17.6. We're going to go flaps 11 on this one. Let's go ahead and check our spoilers. Suitcase handle works on both ways. Good. I'll go ahead and run it this way. We'll run on our alternate as well. Good. Good. This is a big jack screw in the back of the aircraft. That's going up and down 11. And we'll get a... We're going to get a... put in our squawk code here in just a minute. Auto... What do we got? Please squawk 4067. 4067's in the squawk. We'll go ahead and program 118.75. Well, I think it's 5 1/4. I'll verify that before we go. About 25 maybe. I'll throw that in there. Okay, that's good to go. All that's good. The last thing we're going to do is come up here and check our temperatures for the gear. That's good. All right, we got a good jet. And we're good here on the FMA. I'll go ahead and select takeoff. That's good. It's ready. Push these. And our speed's at 146. And there we go. 146. 146. Set that. Coming over here. I'm going to go ahead and doors and stairs. I'm going to keep that on. All right, guys. Is Cliff on board tonight? No, Cliff is not on board. I fired him. He's not. He's bartending in the island. That's where Cliff is right now. He won't work. So we got to get Cliff back on working for us. But right now, he's kind of, I don't know what he's doing. It's one of those things with him. Like, I don't know. It's Cliff, right? No, that's the wrong one. Why? There we are. All right, let's do our walk around really quick while we're out of here. Strake looks good. Alpha vanes are looking good on this aircraft. The nose gear straight in the air. That's pretty good. That's because of the scenery here, guys. It's kind of an odd, weird thing. Strake looks good. Move that little tug out of my way. All right. Are you waiting for people to... Oh, dang it. Hang on. I know what we're going to do. Oops. I thought they did it already. Let me see what they said here. Boarding is complete. All right, so why are you sitting here? Let me just open the cargo just to make sure they're not waiting on that. Because you never know with GSX. They could be waiting on cargo to board. I'm going to pop those doors open just to make sure we're good. We're doing a wheelie in the air. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, don't back on me. How's that? Look at me. Always careful with these guys. You never know what they're going to do. All right, static's looking good. Coming across here. We'll be full. This belly be full out. Looking at the leading edge, make sure the fueling panel is shut and closed. That looks good over here. Lots of static looks. Flaps. Your splash guards down here, make sure they're good. And you can't really see. The tires look alright. I flew this airplane in earlier in the week from, well, actually, we took here last week. We took it up into, out of Miami is the airplane we flew after the Classic. You'll be smelling all that jet fuel, and it's really loud out here with the APU. Exhaust looks good coming across on the elevators. Elevators looking good, and so do the horizontal stab and the vertical stab with the rudder. Looking at the integrity there. Beaver tail looks good. We got 2 static ports sticking out. Good to see. I'm going to go under this tail. See how it bounced out like that? that is our pressurization door. That's open as it should be. The wings look good. We'll come back over here. And we're good to go. I forgot my tires. Check those tires, make sure they're good. Some aircraft actually simulate you banging up tires, so you always want to check them. Aileron trim tab. Those are the boost tabs, they call them on the MD-80. Very interesting. About to say 717. It's not. Don't hit your head on that. That hurts. All right, looking good. Static ports clean. Static ports clean. All right, we got the fins and fans where they need to be. I'm gonna jump on board here. Let's see if we can get it to. See if we can go up these stairs. What do you think? Yes, we can. All right, we're going back in. See if we can get in. Bang. Nope. Stinkers. All right, we're good. Let's go ahead and button it up. Doors coming closed. I'll run the checklist. We'll get the airplane rolling. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. We're rolling. Okay, doors coming closed. Doors are closed. Let's go ahead and turn on the hydraulics. That's coming on. Transpump's on. We'll go ahead and shut that back door. I'm going to call GSX. Prepare for push and start, please. We're on the bus already, so let's go. Do you want to start engines? I don't. One thing I might want to do is de-ice. We're probably going to want to hit it with type 1. Pretty cold, 8 degrees. It's not too bad. Probably not going to need it.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, checklist. Here we go. Zero fuel weight set. Takeoff computer is set. Stab trim is set. Flaps takeoff selector set. Airspeed bugs are set. Fuel pumps are coming on. Let me go ahead and get those fuel pumps rolling. There's nothing in the center today.
Departure checks completed.
That's on.
Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, fuel pumps are on. Looking good here. We're going to go on the alpha side today. And pack's coming off. Pack's off. Got full pumps ready to go. Hydraulics are on high. And we're going to run the anti-collision light on. We're ready to go. Heading out of here, guys. Let's do the heading. This departure calls for an immediate, basically a turn. I think it's like 900 feet. I think, if I'm making sense, if I remember. About 800 feet. And we're going to go to 320 on the turn. So right after departure, we're going to turn the aircraft 320. Set. Altitude. It's so hard on this departure. It's just 3,000 feet. It's so quick. It's almost impossible to get the airplane like leveled off and the autopilot on. It makes it a little difficult. All right, we want to go nose to the left, tail to the right, please. Thank
Release
you.
parking brakes.
All right, are the doors closed? Doors closed, and we are hooked up, closed, locked up. You guys ready to go? All right, folks, let's do this thing, right? Let's kick this pig. I'm out of here. We'll drop the yoke down. I'll move my seat up a little bit and we're rocking and rolling. I've got terrain feature on. And actually, I kick it way back just for a minute. I gotta grab something down here. Wrong one. Got all this crap here. Okay. Cliff actually tends to slow us down a little bit. We're almost, I mean, when we started this thing, we're probably about 30 minutes. Cliff usually takes us 45 to get it going. All right, let's go. I'm going to go ahead and throw this over to the map mode. There we are. And we're ready for push. And I would call for push because we're going on to an active taxiway, so I'd call for pushback. I'm not using say intentions. Well, I am going to use say intentions. And you know why? Well, Boston Center's on. Hang on. Let me just give me an idea of what's going on, because I didn't see it online. It is online. So we're holding off right there. I got an airplane coming in right now to Westchester. Yep. And it is a 737 coming in as well. Okay, on the push. Here we go. We're going to do the tower frequency 118.757. I was so close. Man, I was so close, huh? 757. I just have to remember that. Wait a minute. What is it? It's 575. Sorry. I have 757 on my brain. 575. There we are. Let's throw it there. Good to go. Here's the push. Brakes coming off.
Commencing push.
Let's go.
All engines clear. Start at will.
3004 on the pressure. Yeah. Now I have to make sure that this is working because sometimes I change the audio settings on my yep, show enough. I'm gonna have it stop me right there, bro. Apply, click OK, click stop. Freaking thing, man. Gosh, dude. I gotta change that. Westchester traffic, Riptide, 5800 on push here on Alpha. All right, let's fire them up. We're gonna go ahead and start number 1 first. Actually, start both engines today. Even though we're pretty darn light, we're gonna start number 1. So we're gonna go ahead. We got the air on. That's off. Ready? Bang. We've got start valve open. Let's do this.
Set parking brake.
Yeah, I'll set my brakes. Sorry. Brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Once we hit 22%, then we'll go ahead and throw the fuel on. There's 20%. There's 21. Here comes the gas. Fuel's coming on. 1. Bang. Have a light off. Timer's coming in. I almost forgot. Almost forgot. I saved it. I turned my Volanta on. I always forget it. It's like it should be on my checklist, right? Start Volanta. I have to remember that. Resume the... No, I want to plan a flight. I'm going to go down, add the flight plan. That's it. Done. Good deal. I like it. Okay, that's done. I want to make sure our, yes, ACARS is running as well. We're all good to go, folks. Okay, we got a good start on 1. Sorry, the valve's still open.
Removed.
We shut the valve. We're going to
Left
fire
is
number 2.
clear.
Number 2
Right is
coming
clear.
to open. All right, there she is with the pin. You can see that right there. I'll just flash the taxi light or salute depending on time of the day. Uh, 18 or 19, there it is. So you just flash the light back off. There's 21, 22 max motoring, basically fire it up. There's the light, timer up. We're out at 19:15. That's Zulu. All right, good start. Coming off the starter right now. What did I hit? I hit something with the mouse, and you never know. All right, let's put this down. Let's go through our flows, make sure we're good to go. I didn't strike anything stupid. All right, coming down the chute here. That looks good. Galley power's on. That's going to stay on. Emer's lights are on. That's coming to the captain's side. That's good. Pumps are good. All right, that stays on. That's coming off now. We don't need it. APU is off. Air's off. Left side. Right side. Volts and amps. Good. That's good, good, good. Normal. Straight up there. Nothing changing on there. We are going to do bleeds on today. According to SimBrief, at full power, we should have enough. And all that's good. We're on auto on the door. Coming on down the chute here. Flaps coming. Zeroed out. Pop them to 11. Let's check those slats. There we are. Check the flight controls. Good. And rudder rudder coming on back here. That looks good. The only thing I didn't check was my fuel pump. Just verify the cross bleed. It's hard because you got the fuel pumps on. Not gonna really tell. It's not gonna tell you unless you throw a pump off. But the engines are running, so okay. What if we throw this off? But the engines are running. So you should do that off when the engines aren't running. That's right. I missed it. All right, that's good. Flaps 11. Let's run the checklist. For taxi, air conditioning panel is set. Pitot heat, yeah, it's not set. We gotta go ahead and throw these two. Take off on. And then we're gonna do engine anti-ice. It's 8 degrees. It's hazy. We already can do that, so we're gonna go ahead and take off. It just gives us a little less power. I might put a little bit more push on that. We'll see how we do. It does do a little less power though. Okay, air conditioning panel set. Pitot heat ignition is on. Anti-ice is, engine anti-ice is on. Instruments checked. Looking good there. Flaps and slats. Take off. Transponders coming on TA. All right, I think I already put it on there. Yep. And pneumatic cross feeds are closed for now before taxi checklist is complete. Let's go. Brakes off. And here we are. Off to Boston, folks. Now we're super light on this airplane, so there's FYI. No HUD on this bird, so it's just us. Call. White Plains traffic, Riptide, 5800 taxi runway 16 White Plains. Okay, I'm going to do a quick check on our takeoff brief. So, takeoff briefing, folks, if we have a problem with the airplane, anything below 80 knots, we'll stop. We'll consider that a low speed abort. Anything above 90 knots, we're really only going to stop for fire, failure, fear, or shear. Wind shear warnings, engine fires, engine failures, or any anomalies in those engines, we're going to stop the aircraft. Anything above 80 knots to V1, basically we're going to continue except for those items. And then we are going to kind of taxi off. The way we're going to do that is pull the reversers. Well, let's say we got to go to port. I'll call it port. I'll pull the reversers. I'll make sure I slap the speed brakes to basically up. We'll get the speed brakes out. Get the boards lifted, and then monitor our brake temperature. And we'll go from there. Okay? Okay. Good. It's literally going to be pretty darn fast, unless Boston is online. We're going to be in their airspace pretty darn quick when we start the climb. All right, so members in the chat, we're going to do belts on. I'm going to check this right now. And right on back down. See how I did that? There's no alerts. Well, that's what we want to see. I want to make sure there's nobody on final here at Westchester. It is not. Okay, chutes on. Let's do this thing, and I'll run the takeoff checklist. We're going to be at it. There's the ILS hold short, where you was talking about in real life, where it said hold short at the ILS hold line. That's where you would hold short. Nobody's coming in on final, so we're pretty good to go on that. Where are you? All right, tap those brakes. Get those brakes stopped. I'm just gonna do a quick look, quick check. We're good. All right, flight attendants, call them up. Flight attendants, number 1 for departure. That's what I'd say. Before takeoff, here we go. We've got takeoff config set. Ignition selector is on alpha. Altimeters are set. ABS and spoilers are armed. Takeoff checklist is complete. Let's do it. Lights coming on as
Approaching
well over here.
16.
I'm just kind of rolling. Don't want to get on that runway just yet. And right there. Here we go, guys. Altitude set 3,000. All right. Heading is going to be the Westchester 8. Heading is going to be about 200 or 320 degrees at 800 feet, about 190 knots. Heading altitude is 3,000. Airspeed, we got airspeed set at 146. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to about 190 on the climb. Any questions? No questions, right? Here we go. We do have the engine anti-ice on, so be aware of that. I'm going to line this thing up nice today. Roll that airplane on 1.6. We're going to do a static takeoff today, which is not normal, not normally what we do. We're pretty light, so
On runway 16.
I'm going to hold it right there. I'm going to stop the aircraft full. Bang. All right, you guys ready? I'm going to bring up the throttles. I'm going to step on the brakes just for a little bit. Pop them up. All right, I'm going to watch our speed. I'm going to let go of the brakes. There we are. And wait, there's auto throttles. Now, auto throttles up. E per takeoff. Push the note yoke down. Lots of right rudder on this airplane. For some dumb reason, it likes a lot of rudder. Takeoff thrust is set. We are clamping. Use that back pressure. See how slow she is to accelerate because of the anti-ice. Come on, baby. V1. So now just going the other way. Gosh dang, dude. That's rudder. I gotta fix that rudder. That's jacked. Alright, positive rate. Come on, baby. Get up there. Positive rate to climb. Oh my gosh. Alright, I want to go to 20 degrees, 800 feet, start the roll, heading select. Here we go. Roll it in. Right there. Climb thrust set. At the aircraft. I'm going to hold, pull. Got about 15 degrees now on the climb. Speed's coming up. 200 knots there. There's 200. 2,000, and I'm going to go VNAV. VNAV select, VNAV capture, and let's see what happens when I hit command. Alright, that's speed, it's at 250 now. Slats coming in. We're holding, heading select, VNAV cap. I've got VNAV captures, 3,000, watching that. There's a lot going on with 3,000 feet. Leveling, 320, watching. There we are, and we're leveling off at 3,000 right now. There's 3,000 feet. Bang, looking good. Flaps and slats are up. Lights are coming off. Nothing to see. It's 20 degrees. Turn them off, guys. It's hot. Man, it's an inversion. Nice and warm up here, isn't it? So we're going to keep on this heading for a bit. We're going to start our climb. I'm going to have a climb started. We're going to go up. Let's go ahead. 2, 1, 0 right now. And I'm going to go VNAV set. Go VNAV climb. The throttle's going to come up. The airplane's going to start pitching back. And we're just watching. We'll do our after takeoff checks here in just a little bit. I just want to make sure we're stable. There's 250 on the speed. Here comes the climb. And yeah, we're getting rocked around just a touch. If you'd like, we can throw the weather radar on just to see. It doesn't look like, I'm not seeing anything painting on the screen, at least on our screen. Yeah, I see how we're popping out right now. I thought that was going to happen. All right, we're still at that 320 on the heading. Ah, we're looking good here. Boom, look at that. There's 5,000. All right, I'm going to do my flows now. Come over here. I'm going to shut this off. Transform's off. Coming over here. I'm going to throw the engine sinks. My lights are up. Your lights are on. Good to go. We're just going to take this over to the Hudson and then we're going to come up and around and intercept Merritt. So when we get, I looked at the real flight, they actually did this exact thing. Carmel 1166. 116.6 coming up right there, and we're going to arm the altitude. Altitude is now armed. Got to make sure that that happens, because on a coastal jet like 494, it does it automatically, so this airplane won't. So it's important that this particular aircraft does not have the automatic. All right, we're going to go direct to. So I'm going to go direct to Merritt now, and we're probably going to have to call them soon. So over here, I'm going to click direct to Merritt. We'll drop Merritt right here, and then we'll execute it. And then I'm going to come up here and select, okay, LNAV on. Woo! Look at that. We've got VNAV capture, VNAV climb, we have nav track captured, and now I'm going to run my flows, and then we'll do the checks. I kind of did the flows already. That's on, that's good, those are on. Those are set, that's good. Seatbelts are on. I'm going to go ahead and throw this off. And I'm going to come back down here and just say, all right, this is coming off. And the last but not least, we're going to roll this puppy to 24. Bring it up to 24. That's going to help us get all that drag in if we needed it. There we are. And last but not least, that's disarmed. All right, climb check. Climb check. Ignition is off. APU is off. Fuel pumps are set, and the wings, we're just burning those wing tanks. Spoilers and ABS are disarmed and off. Flaps and slaps up, lights out, and stowed at 24. Climb check is complete. There's 10,500. Heading over to Merritt, what's called Boston Center on 134.7. 134.7. Flip it. On the correct frequency, right? Boston Center 134.7. I don't hear nothing. I should hear a lot. Let's just verify the settings are correct, because...
Does anyone need anything at this time?
Yes. Call them.
Tower 3621 is the negative. We're going to get 170 eventually. Is that correct? I mean, feet 170.
Alright, that was 201. 54 Juliet, Papa, say again.
I hear Morse code. No,
Papa Center, American 45 is heavy. We have to deal.
Heading.
November 4 Juliet, Papa, roger. Break, American 4587, clear visual, approach 22 left.
Clear visual, so that's American 45 is
Okay, I'm going to go get the performance.
3621, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles, Airbus, correction, American Heavy 777, 2000 southbound.
Tower 3621 does not have the traffic inside.
Southern 3621, roger, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000, Tower 3621.
JetBlue 477, expected PDC.
Thank you. Boston.
18, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
BT2 right.
I'm only at 14, but I'm heading right to Merritt.
FedEx 3685, Boston Center, runway 22 right, line of
To wait.
runway 22 right.
I'll get the weather right now.
United 2394, radar contact, say altitude.
United 2394, passing flight level 25.
240.
United 2394, thanks, climb and maintain 16,000.
Visibility is
Climb
10
and maintain
overcast
16,000, United 2394.
at
Swift
1200.
23 Bravo, say Mach number.
9/8. Altimeter is 9.6.
Swift 23 Bravo, say Mach number.
22 left there, and oil quantities are pushing it again. And then before I left 15, and we topped them off. Hydraulics are 14 over. I gotta call them. Boston Center, Riptide 5800, 16,000 direct Merritt.
Coastal 5800, Boston Center, hello.
They gotta get it. That.
Boston Center, Western Bravo, marking 7.77.
Got our winds, weather, and everything
Bravo,
else.
maintain, correction, do not exceed Mach .77.
Landing. Boston.
And water do not exceed Mach 7.
Conditions are dry. It's not raining or anything. Winds are 245.
Southwest 3621, turn left heading 310 vectors to final.
Alright, outside air temperature is pushing temperature 9.
Lufthansa 422, descend via Ocean 5 arrival, runway
Ref is
22
going to be
left,
higher
Boston,
than that.
altimeter 29906.
So we're looking at about as, you know, put an 18. We'll put 8.
Boston Center, good evening.
we'll go
Roll 1793 with you, Flight 370. Direct
22
Sky. Kilo Yankee Sierra,
15 over
Kilo
40.
Yankee.
These are coming off for now.
Lufthansa
We'll have to put them
422,
right back
descend via
on.
Ocean 5 arrival, runway 22
Flaps
left.
15 over 40. Looks like QNH 30290906.
Lufthansa 422, Boston Center.
906. Enter.
Okay,
There,
Route
landing
1793, Boston Center, good evening.
at Merritt.
November 33 Tango, descend via J Fund to arrival, runway 22 left, Concord, altimeter
In the
29901.
Roebuck 3 right now. We're over at Merritt transition. But we're on
And
the
descend
arrival
runway 22 left transition.
into the airport. That's how quick this sucker is. And I'll
Code 1017, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 320. Nomadic 806, descend and maintain flight level 360.
360, Nomadic 806.
Singapore 24, leaving my airspace, New York approach for Kennedy is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, 1000 to go.
Singapore 024, bye-bye.
Flap 15 over 40. I'm going to stop this. Right here.
on Providence, 23, ready to go.
Alright, there's
Boeing 762,
level.
Boston
We're
Center,
gonna
turn left
cruise.
heading 160, runway
Cruise
23,
stuff,
cleared for takeoff.
After departure, 160, clear for takeoff, 23.
210 on the altitude. We're going to start our
American
descent.
4587, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Go in, 22 left, American 4587 heavy.
FedEx 3685, heavy runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff.
What's our dang landing weight going to be? Landing weight 123. We're expecting landing weight at 119. I'll split the difference. We'll go 121.
Saratoga, canceling IFR.
Yeah, it's probably about 120. It's all said and done.
November
Yeah,
485
we're
Delta
gonna
Victor,
blow that
IFR
speed
cancellations
wind.
received.
Dang.
Congrats on passing wings IFR 9.
Nice job.
Sure, any chance you'll be on long enough for
Flaps.
wings IFR coming to Bedford?
Flaps,
Unfortunately, I believe I'll be closing in about half an hour.
Flaps
Okay,
40.
no worries, thanks.
Flaps 40, 15 on the go. Auto brake is going to be medium. Runways 22 left.
Lufthansa 422, I called you twice, it's no problem though. Descend via Ocean 5 arrival, runway 22 left.
120, I'm going to say.
Copy that. Sorry, we initially logged on 420.
That's no problem. Etihad 6 Papa X-ray, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
Okay, folks, we're all set. I'm just waiting on the
Condor 632, correction 732,
On the,
contact Moncton Center 132.2.
numbers. We're at level altitude. We're going to keep the seatbelts on. It's such a fast flight. We'll be starting our descent 35 miles. Okay, I'm just going to look it over with you.
Descend via Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Providence altimeter 3002.
Okay, we'll descend Roebuck 3, understand 22 left. We'll descend via Riptide 5800.
Sorry about that. Swiss 23 Bravo, contact Moncton Center 132.
All right, guys, we got Ruse. We got Ruse, Alwyn,
Swiss 23
Banky.
Bravo, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
So let's look at our legs here. We got Banky, Roebuck. From Roebuck, we're going to go Provy, northern track. And then we're going to hit, after Provy, we'll go Jody. We're gonna go
3685
Cran.
heavy runway 22 right, clear for
Between
takeoff.
11 and 12,000, we got Cradle. Between 8 and 10, we
JetBlue
got
477 Boston
Then we go
Center,
Ethan,
runway
Hoku.
15, taxi via Sierra, cross runway 6,
Actually,
advise
it's going
ready.
to be from there. It'll be the pit trick, tail, and then vectors. So I see it. And tail's at 5,000, hard altitude, 210 knots. That's what we want to see, folks. We're going to go ahead and get this thing programmed right now. You can see 26 nautical miles, top of the center. So these, I love this flight. It's so fast.
American 4587.
You don't really have time to do a lot. You're just rolling. If you're stuck doing nothing, you got a problem with this tank flight. It's so fast. It's, such it's a bear, really. Normal. We're gonna go arm there.
Air Canada
I think we're
760.
medium. I gotta go ahead and
Very
throw
sure. I
this to
think we're
medium.
probably top of descent soon. I think we're in
That's
Cleveland now.
max, medium. There we go. Set. coming down to
American
Kobe,
766,
12,000,
sorry about
8,000.
that. Contact Cleveland 119.87.
Set there. Let's go ahead and set it.
1987,
Arm.
great job. We'll see you
I'm
next
going to
night,
keep my
Canada 766.
finger on this until I arm it, and then I'm going to let it go. Armed at 8.
Center, Southwest 3621, can I get vector, please?
All right, here we go.
Southwest 3621, I'm so sorry. Turn left heading of 180.
Left heading 180, Southwest
I was going to say,
3621.
where's my pen? All right,
Actually, Southwest 3621, left turn 130.
landing distance
heading
here looking at
130, Southwest 3621,
3340.
Boeing 762, radar contact, climb, maintain flight
Got a
level
ref
320.
here of 135
Maintain flight level 320, Boeing
with
762.
flaps 40. And
American
looking at landing
4587,
distance
cross runway
required.
22 right at Echo,
We're gonna
taxi
go
to the ramp, the airport,
2
yours, have a good
left
night.
on the arrival. So
All
go ahead and
right,
set the approach up on
cross
brief the
22
approach
right,
with you.
and the airport is mine, American
2
4587, heavy,
left
bye.
for the approach, ILS. It's going to be 110.3. I'm going to actually do the brief with you here in just a minute. Let me just look at
Delta
the
375, descend and maintain 4000.
22 left. We're coming in. It's a
4,000,
10,000 foot runway. Plenty of runway. We want to land within the first 1,500 feet.
Blue Streak
We're gonna shoot
5408,
flat.
runway 15, cleared to land.
All right, there we go. But on the arrival now here, folks, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. I'm going to brief you guys on the approach chart. I kind of did the briefing on the arrival. Well, if we have time, I'll get to the arrival as well. But I want to brief you on
Southwest
the
3621, the field's at your 1 o'clock, 15 miles, report and say. If you don't, that's fine.
2 left.
Still not in sight, too many clouds up here, Southwest 3621.
Southwest 3621, no problem. Right turn 190, join the localizer.
All right, here we go. We've got
ATIS
ATIS is there. Approach is there. We're 11-3, effective 13th of June. Looking at tower 132.2, and there's ground. MSA coming in on our side. We're coming to come up on this side. 2,000 feet. Looking at localizer 110.3, final approach course 215, and
Don't see people flying the
216.
707 too often.
215 degrees. Looking at climb 3,000 outbound Boston VOR straight ahead. 219 windy. Distance is 15.6 dB. Transition altitude 18,000 feet. We're looking at DME radar required production procedure entry. VGSI and ILS glide path not coincident. Basically, it's a 3-degree angle. We know that. Noli at 4,000. We got Wayne. We're probably going to vector us over here somewhere. Here's our descent. 216 on the money. We're on the descent now, folks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ILS inbound
3685 radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, FedEx 3685.
Alright, I'm going to take a look
Lufthansa
at
2877, contact Cleveland Center 119.87.
I got Banky. Just want to make sure we're hitting these restrictions. Banky's above 16,000. Roebuck is between 19 and 20. Excuse me, 19,000 and 12. So we're going to make that restriction here right after Roebuck. You can see Roebuck's coming up.
Cleveland Center 119.87, Lufthansa 2877.
Okay, back to the frequency. We're looking at 110.3, inbound course 215. So let's go ahead and set that to 215. I'm going to set that on both sides here. 215. There we go, 215 on this side. I wonder if it works. Yes, it does.
JetBlue 477.
215 set. Looking at 1103 on
See
this
here.
one.
Turn right heading of...
110.3 should have ILS. I see the ILS number right here, so I got that right.
Runway heading out to take off for
Good.
JetBlue 477.
Nomadic 806, you're living by airspace.
Hey,
The New York
NV
Center
silence,
is no
how are
fun.
you?
Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Why 1540? How to decide with the MD-80? Okay, so the MD-80 does
3621
better
5 miles from focus. Maintain 2,000 till established.
with that
Third
higher.
runway 22 left approach.
So with a higher flap setting, so like flaps 40, it's gonna give you a better deck angle, a shallower deck angle than flap 30. Flap 30 are more like this. Flap 40, that nose is like that, so it's a better deck angle into the runway. Drag required. What are we looking at? Yeah, it's not too bad. Did they give us a speed restriction on this at Roebuck? Let me just verify, guys. 260 knots. Just want to make sure I go to descent. Just check it. It is set at 2 260. I'm going to change this to 250 on the descent. Hang on just a minute. I'm looking down. Let's go 250 on the speed. Yeah, no. 250 set. It won't do that. So if I go 250 slash 10,000 feet, there's that first waypoint that we hit. That's good, and I've got to pay attention to see if this airplane can make those restrictions.
Delta 473, clear direct Noli, cross Noli at 4,000, cleared ILS from 22 left approach.
Well, let me do this here. 250 slash 100. Gosh, I'm fat fingering this thing. 100. Speed restriction right there. Execute. Go. I'm telling it I want it to maintain 250 knots, and I'll do it at Jang on 250 at 11,000 at 8,000 now. We're descending
was
via
that for Delta
Provi
375?
is above 11 at Jody. We need to be at 11,000 feet over Jana.
Delta 375A from direct Noli,
So,
cross Noli
Jana,
at 4,000, cleared ILS from
I think
22
is
left.
Jody.
Direct Noli at 4,000 and
Where's
cleared
Jana?
ILS 22 left. Sorry, I think you
It's
said the
Jody.
wrong number. That's why I
Jana's
just want to make sure.
gone.
Yeah, if I did, that's my bad flight.
That's all good.
So I don't like what it's doing. You could see Jana's not even on my arrival.
Blue 477, Boston Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take over. I'm going to go vertical speed. I'm going to at least do 2,000 feet. There we go. Hopefully that helps you. On a lightweight like this, you're going to want to, we're going to want to crank down through. We get down to 11,000 now. We're good to go. So I'm just going to keep on cranking down. Altitude is selected. You can see I'm taking vertical speed over because the airplane would have us high. You can see after Cran. What am I doing? Is this the Roebuck 3? Are we on the, I thought we said Roebuck 3. What is this airplane doing?
Southwest 3621 is established on the approach.
Southwest 3621, thanks from YT.
Roebuck 3 is active. What does my
Clear
paperwork
left to the
say?
left, Southwest 3622, thank you.
I don't see the Roebuck 3. I got a Roebuck 3 on the FMC. See that? You guys are not kidding. So if you look at legs, you got Jody coming up, and then it's Cran. Well, it doesn't say that. It's Jody and then Jana, then Ansley. I don't see it. What the heck? Is this for the wrong runway? Yes, that's why. Look at the wrong chart. I'm looking at the Roebuck. So we're looking at Cran between 12,000 and 11,000. I was looking at the 3-3 left. So that's why I want to make sure this is the 2-2 left. So we're good. We've got it sorted. All right, 18,000 feet, folks. Here we go. This is coming on. That was on it. Shut them off, did I? All right, coming back over here. It's nice and quiet on the flight deck, isn't it? Never should be quiet in the flight deck on the MD-80. Those are coming on. Engine syncs
November
off.
33 Tango, expect ILS 22 left, Boston.
Everything else looks good here, and we're going to go ahead and set our altimeters. Altimeters set 29096. 29096 is set. 2996 coming.
Boston Center, this is JetBlue 4, just checking in.
2996.
JetBlue 4, Boston Center, say.
All right, 2996 at 14,000.
It's going to maintain flight level 230.
We got to get down a little quicker than that.
JetBlue 4, just
over Cran.
maintain flight level
2,700 now. I'm pushing it real far. We blew the restriction. We got Crandall at 8,000, so we're going to see that Crandall. Oh, I'm going to go ahead. Once I hit that 11,000, 13,000 mark.
Nomadic 419, we're on the ground in New Bedford.
Thank you. You're welcome.
IFR to Plymouth.
I've had more time
Nomadic
to
419, Boston Center.
talk about it.
In about 15 minutes, so just, if you want to continue the flight, that's fine, but I can't do the wind flight right
Crandall, 8,000 feet. We are armed. We're on vertical speed.
Understood.
Mode, so
we'll come back, try another time. You have a great night. Nomadic 419.
All right, here we go. The set check. Engine syncs are off. Pressurization set check.
JetBlue 278, Boston Center.
Verify that right there. It is good to go. Hydraulics are on high. Altimeters are set. Landing and airspeed bugs are set. Okay, lights coming up. Belts on, folks. We got 8,000 feet now. I'm going to go ahead and vary this green banana. So I'm going to bring my vertical speed up just a touch, probably about 1,600 feet here. We'll start slowing the aircraft to get to 8,000, okay? You can kind of see our profile. We're now nice a little on the low side, so I had to grab that profile. So we're going to grab the profile. We'll kick it back to
November 4, Juliet, Papa IFR
descent.
cancellation received. Have a good night.
And belts on. Here we go. Shoots on, folks. Members in the chat. Emoji time.
I mean, that's what happens in northern Maine in winter.
Yes. It's garbage.
Fine.
All right, I'm going to take this weather terrain. I'm going to take the weather off, and I'm going to throw the terrain on. All right, there's 9,000 feet. 250
China 7,
knots.
62 Boston Center, climb and maintain flight
Thanks,
level
Pops.
350.
Appreciate it. We got 8,000 feet on the limit, and then we'll hold 250
Plus
on the
990,
speed.
you're leaving my airspace. Washington offline, frequency change approved today.
What a bit bumpy now. What do we got? 15 degrees. A little inversion here going on. All right, we're hitting Crandall. You can see once we get to that 8,000 feet, I'm going to go ahead and throw the profile back on where we're going to have the FMS take over. Outcap coming up, 8,000. That's what I want to see. It should level off. Okay, and then we got Kleb at 8,250 knots, and then we'll go ahead and down to 5,000 over the Ethan.
UPS 1620, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
We've got Kleb at 8,250, we got Ethan 2,000, excuse me, 5,250 feet. There's 8,000 feet, there's level. Now we'll watch that that next restriction. We still got Kleb at 8,000 feet. The airport's going to be off of our
Southwest 3621 is
go-around
taxing my
thrusts,
discretion. Interrogative.
bugs.
Southwest 3621, cross from way 22 right at
Heading
Echo
select.
and taxi to the ramp, your discretion. Have a good night.
Cross
Okay,
runway
inbound course
to the
really
right,
quick.
taxi my
I've got
discretion. Have a good night.
110.3.
Nice job.
I've got ILS.
Thank you.
Looking good, folks. Look at Boston. Beautiful out there. Boston Harbor coming up. The Cape is down this way. You can't see anything because of the fog, but Boston Harbor is just about over it. All right, there's Kleb. They're going to go ahead and descend down to 5,000. So I'm going to set it to 5,000 now. Right there, set. And I'm going to wait for the arming. I'm going to put my hand on it. Just to know I've not armed the airplane. You can see the profile. See this profile starting to drop? This profile's coming down. Well, we'll arm it.
No problem. Southwest 990 frequency.
As we get a little closer, I'm going to go ahead and click arm, and then I'm going to push VNAV.
American 2615, left turn 310.
And it's going to go VNAV descent. Watch when it grabs it. I'm going to slow to 240, but I wanted to force 250, so I can go FMS override.
Okay, 22 left, clear to land, Delta 375.
Let's see what happens after we hit this.
Attention all aircraft, Boston Center will be closing in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Hopefully we can get in. Got Ethan coming in. You can see how that's doing. We've got VNAV descent now, EPR selected. And what I'm going to do is push FMS override, and we're going to hold 250. So 50 on speed, because we have to, that's a restriction over at Ethan. I've got VNAV descent on still, watching the airplane. There's the green banana. I want to hit that green banana right at Ethan, or just before Ethan, not after.
American 3187 reporting in. We're about
Once we hit Ethan, we're going to go to
American 3187
pit trip, but I'm
Boston
assuming he's going to give us some
to maintain flight level 230.
We're going to be making basically left turns for now until the runway. I love how it goes really quiet like that. You see, I'm watching. You see what happens? The airplane is hunting speed instead of altitude, and I might have to take over here soon. So I'm just watching that restriction. Make sure the green banana is going to hit. It's nice and idle, which is good for us. It burns less fuel that way. There's 6,800.
JetBlue 477, descend via the Robux 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Providence altimeter 3002.
Descend via the Robux 3 to 22 left for JetBlue 477.
Okay, lights are on, looking good. We already did our send checks, didn't we? Engine sync pressurization, hydraulics are on high, altimeter's landing data. I know we did. descent checklist is complete. Descent checklist is complete, sorry. There's 6,000. VNAV capture at 5, 250 knots.
November
We'll go
3-3
down
Tango,
to
descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 3 Tango.
1,000 to go. VNAV cap.
Boston Center, Delta 375, breakout was around 800 feet.
Cool.
Thank you.
Good to know. Oh, shoot, that's right. Talk about minimums, guys. We've got minimums today, 200 feet, basically. So I'm going to set that here. We don't have a HUD, so we're going to go 200. We do have an auto land, but we're not going to use it, so we're going to bring it up here. We could set it for auto land. That'd be fun.
American 2615, clear direct Noli, cross Noli at 4,000, cleared ILS from
Feet, so
22
it's
left.
not that big deal. We'll just
Direct Noli, cross Noli at 4,000, cleared ILS 22 left, American 2615.
Heading slit coming up. We got Pittrick coming in at what? Pittrick, where are you? Pittrick's at 5,220 on the speed now. So I'm going to slow that speed down to 220 here. So I've got the speed. I'll bring the aircraft down. You can see this this override limit when I'm overriding this. I can click FMS override because I want to control the speed really well. We're going to descend. We're actually maintain 5,000. That's why the speed's dropping off. So I'm actually going to keep it just a little bit higher because we could drop slats and we'll be okay.
Riptide 5,800, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, Riptide 5,800. There's 3,000.
Lufthansa 422, expect the ILS from
Here
road
we go.
22 left.
Slats and VNAV. See how it's going VNAV level? Well, I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to go down about 1,200 feet a minute, and I'm going to drop the slats.
Boston Center, good evening. American 318 with you on the ground here in Boston. IFR over to
220 on the
Charlotte.
speed. Now I've got the altitude and I've got the airspeed.
Expected PDC.
We're descending down to 3,000 now. I'm expecting basically a intercept at Wayne. So taking a look, we got vectors in Wayne. We got a break right there. So we hit 3,000 here. I'm going to give them a little good rate, about 1,500 feet on the rate, just because we can get down to Wayne quicker. Altitude is set. We get down to Wayne at 3,000. He's going to give us a left, and then we could.
JetBlue 4, descend via Roebuck 3, arrival 22.
All right, guys, here we go. 1,500 feet within the first third of the runway. 22 left.
And
We're
just
going to go ahead
confirm
and
22
roll
left.
out. Maybe get off on Papa Echo straight up into our.
Thank you. American 3187, descend via Roebuck 3, runway 22 left.
Stand by the Roebuck 3, runway 22 left, American 3187.
United 2394,
Altitude
cross
caps.
crank out of maintain 7,000, Stewart altimeter 3004.
Cross crank at 7,000, and what was the altimeter?
3004.
3004 for the altimeter, United 2394, thanks.
Delta 375, cross 22 right, contact, correction, cross 22 right and taxi to the ramp.
Press it to your right and over to the ramp. You have a good night.
November 33 Tango, turn right heading 150.
150,
YLS is on.
JetBlue 278, descend via the J1 to arrival, runway 22 left, the Concord altimeter 2991.
Identified.
901, descend via
Altitude captured. Altitude hold. 220 knots on the speed. Left for our left turn.
Center Southwest 3621 disconnected. I just want to say nicely done in managing this busy airspace. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
JetBlue 1017, you're leaving my airspace. New York's offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. We'll see you next time. Simply 1017.
See ya. Air Portugal 244, contact Moncton 132.2.
132.2, Air Portugal 244, TP for control.
I didn't know I've gone live.
November 33 Tango, turn right heading 190, join the localizer.
490, low, 33 Tango.
Lufthansa 422 heavy, descend and maintain 3,000. Lufthansa 422 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000. Lufthansa 422.
Clipper 90, contact Moncton 132.2.
Okay, we're gonna go outbound to tail, 210 on the speed.
Clipper
Slow
90,
down.
contact Moncton 132.2.
210 now on the speed.
132.2, Clipper 90,
Right there.
thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. November 33 Tango is 4 miles from Wayne, maintain 3000 till established. Cleared ILS 22 left, maintain 170 knots or greater till focus.
3000 to establish and 170 until 4 mile final. Until Locust, 33 Tango.
American 2615, maintain 170 knots to Vocus.
Maintain 170 to Vocus, 2615.
Lufthansa 422 Heavy, reduce speed to 190.
Outbound tail, here we go, 3000.
190.
Boeing 762 leaving my airspace, Washington offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, so Boeing 7.
See ya. United 2394, I'll be closing in a moment. Also, Newark approach is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a good night.
And we're outbound tail.
Roger, Montreal, Unicom, United 2394. See ya.
See ya.
035. 035 on heading select.
Boston Center, American 318, ready for push and start.
American 318, push on Echo approved.
Probably giving some more spacing. We got some aircraft coming in.
Riptide 5800, turn left heading 300.
Left turn 300, Riptide 5800. Okay, there's
Actually,
a
make
left
it
turn.
320.
Okay, 320 now, Riptide 5800.
United
320,
933,
set.
I'll be closing momentarily. Radar service terminated,
It's
frequency
going to
change
say,
approved.
as we go outbound, and we should have been at 5,000, we're at 3, so you have to, your spidey sense should go up and go, what's our
1793,
MSA?
radar service terminated, frequency
Where's the
change approved. I'm
terrain?
closing up.
You
Have a
know,
good
because
night.
it could be factoring in terrain, you don't know, so you got to keep your wits on you.
FedEx 3685, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Good night.
Frequency change approved, FedEx 3685, Heavy, thanks for the easy.
We got some wicked wind up here.
China Southern 62, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Have a good night, yeah.
JetBlue 477, monitor CTAF. Have a good night.
Good night, JetBlue 477.
JetBlue 4, monitor CTAF. Have a good night.
Have a good night, JetBlue 4.
November 33 Tango, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear land, 33 Tango.
Riptide 5800, turn left heading 250, join the localizer, reduce speed 170.
250, join the localizer, what'd you say, 170?
That's correct.
There we go. 170 on the speed.
Lufthansa 422 Heavy, turn left heading 310, join the localizer, reduce speed to
Alpha speed.
170.
See how it goes alpha speed?
Left heading
Gonna drop flap 1.
and join localizer.
Gonna drop 11.
Heading
armed.
250, join the localizer, speed 170.
Left heading 250, join the localizer 170.
Localizer active. Localizer captured.
American 2615, 1 from
170
Wayne,
on the
cleared ILS
speed.
22 left, and runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to ILS 22 left, clear to land, 22 left, American 2615.
Weather looks pretty good.
Riptide 5804 from Noli, maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS 22 left.
Okay, maintain 3000 until established, cleared the ILS 33 left, and we're established now.
Lufthansa 422, clear direct Noli, cross Noli at 3000,
Okay, we
cleared
got
ILS
localizer
22
tracked.
left, runway 22 left, clear to
Looking
land.
for the glide slope.
Direct Noli
170
at Noli,
on the speed.
maintain 3000.
You can see it's side slipping. The runway's that way, so the winds are pretty aggressive.
JetBlue
here.
278, I'm closing up, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, JetBlue 278, thanks.
American 3187, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
3187 over to Unicom, we'll see ya.
See ya. November 33 Tango, American 2615, Riptide 5800, and Lufthansa 422 Heavy. I am closing. Monitor CTAF on 128.8. Have a great night.
CTAF 128.
Have a good one.
Whoever just called flight level 380, I am so sorry. I am closed. Change
128.
supervisor frequency approved.
There we go. 128 decimal.
For Turkish 8 Heavy, second rep 330.
Turkish 8 Heavy Boston, I'm closed.
Boston traffic, Riptide, 5800 on final. Wayne, 3000. Local altitude. I think it looks pretty good down there. There's a kind of a fog bank that they're saying is pretty dang low, so we'll see. Doesn't look too bad right now. So we're just holding, kind of plowing through at 170. You can see I'm not touching gear. We got flaps set at 11 just because I don't want that drag out there. It's just going to cause, we don't need all that drag yet. We're still at 3,000 feet. Once we see that glide slope kick in, we can throw some more flap in. If you're closed, yeah. Oh, good, he's closing. Okay, we got Wayne coming in. We got localized track altitude is held at 3,000. We should intercept here. We got some wicked wind here, guys. 56 knots coming across. Pretty good. Let's get a weather update here. Boston weather right now, 250 at 16, gusting 26, 10 miles, overcast at 11.
Boston traffic, American 2615, 5 mile final, ILS 22 left, Boston.
Thanks to Nolan. JetBlue 477, Boston traffic, over Ethan. Thanks to Nolan. 1700.
Boston traffic, Riptide 5800, 10 miles over Wayne, 3,000, 22 left. Localizer glide slope is captured. Glide slope captured coming in. Watch this. The cool thing about the MD-80, guys, is I can drop this flap in now. We're going to keep it 7. We're going to keep it at 170. See, now I'm going to go flap the next notch. It's going to start taking us down the chute. So flaps 15. No gear yet.
Boston traffic on the 42 is at Nolly for ILS 22 left.
We got Vocus. I want to keep it up to that 170 on the speed. I'll show you. We're going to slow this dang airplane down pretty quick. All right, so the airport is straight ahead, but it's this way. We're landing on this runway. We're pointing. Our nose is pointing in this direction, but we're heading that way. It's because of the crab. We got all this wind coming in at 50 knots, so it's just causing a little bit of a problem. At Vocus, we'll slow the aircraft down. We'll start dumping the gear. We'll get the gear down. We'll drop the rest of the flaps, and we'll get that speed down. I'm keeping it at 170 just to get some spacing between that airplane behind me. There's 2,000. Come up. Boston traffic, Riptide 5800 at Vocus, 170 on the speed. Gear down. Flaps full. Speed slowing down now to 140. And we'll do a landing checks. We're going to come over here. We'll throw medium on.
Boston traffic, 42 is 2 knots on Wayne. We're at 170.
All right, here we go. Landing checklist. I've got landing gear down, 3 green. My ignition's on, Bravo. Spoilers are armed, and ABS is armed. Flaps are 40. Landing checklist is complete. You can see, I can see the runway here pretty darn well. We've got now 42 knots on the nose. Look at how pretty this is. Man, beautiful. That fog bank is either rolling in or rolling out. I can kind of see the vapors coming off. That's pretty sweet. All right, I like sightsee all day on this approach. We're getting hammered though. Pretty windy.
Boston traffic, American 2615, clear 22 left at Charlie, crossing 22 right at Charlie into the ramp. Boston.
All right, he's off at Charlie. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to take pop if I can. I'm gonna call him up. Boston traffic, Riptide 5800, 5 miles. Excuse me, 3 miles now, 22 left. 1000 check. I'm gonna kick it off. Here we go. All coming off. I can see the runway or visual, so that's off.
Autopilot.
Auto throttle's off. Got the aircraft. She wants to drift. Gotta be careful with this wind.
Approaching 2 left.
This wind is...
Alright, I'm gonna go in front of you.
You got it.
I thought you weren't gonna stop for a second.
500.
I went on the slight high side, so I'm just gonna kind of pitch it down. Now I'm gonna drop it. We're hitting that wind.
Have a good night, bud.
Hey, you too, man.
I'm gonna let it go. There we are. Slightly on the high side. Watching our speed as we get a little on the low side. Pushing that nose over. Come on. Gosh. I don't want to drop too much speed. There we are. I gotta push it up. I've lost all that. There we go, right there. You should grab it right here. Kind of dip it down.
100. Sink rate 50. 40.
Engines are
30.
all over the dang place.
20. 10.
Reverser's out. Get that airline in there. Oh my gosh, this rudders is terrible. I gotta fix these rudders. Okay, I'm coming out right here. Get off the brakes. I'm gonna go to the next one down. Get off for him, clear the runway. Get off on pop like I wanted to. Welcome to Boston. Boston traffic, Riptide, 5800 clear of runway 22 left, Papa.
Boston traffic, American 318, cross runway 15 right at November.
Alright guys, I'm going to go down Echo, go straight down Echo.
Boston traffic, JetBlue 1325, 922 right, Alpha November, Boston.
Boston traffic, Riptide, 5800 crossing 4 left at Echo. 22 right at Echo, whatever.
Approaching 0 4 left.
Lights off. Flaps to 0. Then we wait for the slats. We're going to take this straight in. Boy, I love how the plan works. Okay, we got flaps to 0. Slats are coming up now. Let's go ahead and get this airplane ready to go here. I love this airport. It's one of my favorite sceneries in the Sim. It's just so beautiful. It really is nice. They've done a super good job with it. All right, Sean, I think our gates...
Boston traffic, JetBlue 1325, crossing 33 left at November, Boston.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut down number 2 here. We've been taxiing for, cooling it down for a couple of minutes. Engine's off. I think we're going Alpha 13 on this one. Let me just check our gate.
Boston traffic, American 318, crossing runway 15.
Usually it's Alpha 13, but I'll see what Sean's got us going to. Where's my numbers? Hang on. Yeah, it's over there, my file. Pop the window open. Alright, I'm going to stop right here just for a second, folks. Let's go ahead and take a peek. We'll go outside so you can have a look.
Boston traffic, JetBlue 1325, crossing 3 right at November, Boston.
Gotta check my paperwork, guys. That's what I'm doing. This guy's going to Alpha 16 today, guys. All right, so Alpha 16, we got to call GSX, let them know. Alpha 16 it is. That's what I want. Usually we go on this terminal straight ahead. Turn the weather off there. Alpha 16. Okay. Let's do it.
Double 4 direct north.
Straight ahead.
Traffic American 318 lining up on runway 22 right, departing to the south.
JetBlue 477 Boston traffic, one final, 22 left.
Boston traffic, American 1015 descending 8000, Boston.
Boston traffic, American 318 taking off runway
What a beautiful evening.
22 right, departing to the south.
Beautiful evening here in Boston.
Boston Charlie JetBlue 1320 lining up 22 right, Boston.
We'll let the aircraft roll a little bit. Pull down the thrust levers and I'll start my turn. Really hard to make a turn like this while your thrust is going that same direction, right? Even though this isn't in line.
Clear runway 22 right, climbing through 1000. Boston traffic JetBlue 278 passing 6,600, joining a left downwind for 22 left Boston.
So what you got to do is you got to overshoot it like this.
Boston traffic, American 3187, heading to Patrick, just intercept the right downwind, runway 22
Sean,
left.
good job, buddy.
45 here.
We made it.
Boston traffic JetBlue 1325 departing runway 22 right via the pad 7, Boston.
Brakes coming on.
Boston traffic, American
Hey,
318,
brakes on.
climbing
Come
through
upstairs.
2000
The
left, call Boston
APU is
Victor.
on. We're going to shut these engines off. Stop the fuel.
Boston American 1015 descending 5000, Boston.
All right, good stuff. We're here. It's 10 degrees now. 40. All right, these lights are coming off. Anti-collision lights are off. Seatbelts are coming off. Go ahead and open the door. Rangers lost, by the way, to Buffalo 5-2. It was a terrible game. It was not good. Might take a while to get us hooked up. We're going to come over here. Let's make sure we're good. I'm going to go ahead and throw one of these off. We'll throw the AC on. Doesn't really matter.
Boston traffic JetBlue 1325
really
clear
hot.
22 right,
Just cold.
Boston.
Nice. That's coming off. That's coming off. That's coming off. And galley's off for now. And our air should be on. That's off. That's on. There's one there. Let's go ahead and open the valves. Valve's coming open. That's coming off. Now let's go ahead and get our deplaning done. Deboarding, please.
Boston traffic, JetBlue 278, returning right base, runway 22 left, Boston.
Gotta take some pictures of this bad boy in Boston. You won't have this paint forever. It's gonna get repainted in the coastal colors. Let's go get a picture of that. That's a cool photo right there, isn't it? Come on the higher side. I like that. Well, what'd you guys think? It's such a fast flight, isn't it? It's super fast. It goes so fast. I'm going to turn those lights off. We're going to get the airplane, our maintenance, the ground crew will tow us. And then we take off tomorrow out of Boston, tomorrow night. I think it's a afternoon game tomorrow, so we'll be flying pretty darn early tomorrow night, I think. What do they got us going here? We've got a 5 p.m. flight. I'm going to go ahead and shut my pumps off now. This is coming off. That's off. Good deal. And then last but not least, I want to turn on the GPU. We'll get the GPU online. We can shut the dang APU down, save some cash. Good, and finally APU is off. That's coming off. That's off right there. And I've got to get paid. That's another thing we've got to do. Also, we got to come over here, shut that off, and turn this
traffic
to
American
off.
3187.
That's coming down. Yes. Last but not least, let's get paid. Flight is coming in. We'll just check our landing rate. We're burn about 6,000 pounds of fuel we burned on that run. And let's take a look at our landing rate. Landing rate was, review our flight. Let's see how we land, where we landed. It kind of kept us up a little on the higher side just because of the wind coming in, and then we had that float down the runway just a touch. I really want to be right in here, so it was a little bit outside of that. The rate was 200 feet a minute. The G's were fine, but that is a fail for me, guys. I want to be right in there. Or right in here. I mean, having all this, there's a lot of engine throttles going up and down. There's a lag with these JT8s. It's not as quick as you would think, like a 737 would be, like almost instantaneous power. This doesn't have that. It's very much laggy. So you're always behind the airplane a little bit with the engines, right? You're down, and then once you feel it sink, you got to bring them up, and then by the time it kicks in, you're too high up. So it's just one of those getting right. I got the CQ training coming up at Coastal, so I'll be doing continuing qualification in this aircraft, in the MD-80. So, and there's one for the 7.3 as well, so we're going to be pretty busy with training coming up. All right, we've got, it's an early evening departure. Yeah, it's 5 p.m., which is nice. We've got tomorrow's flight to get done, which is nice. I'll see you folks tomorrow at probably about 6:30 my time again. We'll probably do it at the same time. And I'm going to go ahead and shut off these now, all of our lighting. I'm going to keep the aircraft like this just because it's they're going to tow it off the airplane. They'll shut it down on the other side. So they'll probably tow this aircraft off of here, put it in a remote pad so they can free up this gate. And then tomorrow they'll tow it back to the gate, and we'll have it to go tomorrow. So I don't know what gate we'll be at tomorrow. We might be at a different gate. We'll see. How's that? Depends what gate we go. I don't know. The gate can change. It's a subject. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, folks. Hopefully you learned something on the MD-80. I know there was a question on flaps 40. Hopefully that makes sense. When you're at a lighter weight, you want that flap. You want that. Basically, the MD-80, you're pretty much, you want that 40. It's just better deck angle. Gives you a lesser pitch at a flap 40, especially when you're light. When you're really light like that, man, the airplane, just the deck angle is too high. I find that flaps 40 is a better landing than 28 with this aircraft. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the Allegiant livery. I absolutely love this livery. I don't know why. Maybe it's nostalgic. It looks great on the 80. It just does. It looks like it belongs with the MD-80, doesn't it? Like the new one, the new 7.3s, it doesn't look as good as the MD-80 does with this Allegiant paint. So I'm going to be sad when it has to go. It has to go down to Miami, get repainted for us. Yeah, I'll be pretty sad. But anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed the ride. Hopefully it was a good one for you. Tomorrow it is the same flight, just on reverse. We're going back down to Westchester, and I couldn't tell you what the weather's looking like. It's going to change for sure. It's probably going to be crappy. The good news is there's a cold front that's coming through tonight, so we're not going to get the wind because it's to the north. It was a little gusty here, like 25 knots, but not too bad. Anyway, make sure you subscribe and like. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. And the Rangers are probably going to lose tomorrow. All right, folks. Have a good one.
Boarding at sunrise, the Rangers fly high. Coastal Airways, red.